So guys, today I am going to show you how I sell on Poshmark. Not sell, how I cross-post to Poshmark on Windows 10. That's the laptop I'm using. It runs Windows 10, so it's got some programs on here you may or may not have. But I'm just going to go over the way that I do it, and let's start there. So, click sell on Poshmark, have your account up. We are on eBay as well, so I'm going to pop over there to a listing I have. At 7 o'clock today is July 30th. Poshmark is having a plus size party, so I'm going to quick throw a couple of our plus size items over there before the party starts up, or at least before it ends at 9 o'clock. That way we can hopefully get some more exposure on these items. So I've got an item opened up here, our Dress Barn women's size 2X cardigan. I'm going to click into it. Now Poshmark has to have square pictures. As you can see here, this is obviously not square. It's not going to look right. It's going to zoom in too much to try and square it out. So all you'll see is like this and this. It's not going to look right. So there are multiple ways to do this, but this is how I do it. So I'm going to start, save image. It's going to go into our main image folder, new folder. I already have one created there. Dress Barn. And then within that folder, just to keep everything organized, I title all my pictures 1 through 8 because you can only do 8 pictures on Poshmark at a time. Save image. 2. Save image. 3. Save image. Oh. Now you can see here I'm done. It can't click anymore. It's not highlightable. Nothing else there. Exit on out. So here what I'm going to do is I'll start by copying over our description. It's pretty basic. I don't copy any of this. Is just for eBay alone. We'll go ahead and bring the meat and potatoes here over to Poshmark. Drop it on down in the description. And one of the things I don't like about Poshmark is the limited amount of characters you can put in here. A lot of times if your item has a little more that you want to say about it or describe about it, you lose out because there's only, I believe, 500 available characters. It might be 600, but either way. So let's go back. I have to open up those photos now. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open these all with Paint 3D. When you right click, you can see it says edit with Paint 3D on it. Now that you're in Paint 3D, you're gonna wanna go to Canvas over here, click on Canvas. You've got 2 boxes here. Make sure neither of those are checked or else it is going to mess everything up. It'll resize the image and you don't want to do that. So you got your height and your width. You're wanting your width and height to match up, and you want to do them at the higher numbers. So 1599. Done. It just made it a square photo with nice white edges, and when it's in Poshmark, you'll see in a minute it blends in fantastically. And we'll talk about why you do it this way versus the way that some other people do theirs. And yeah, we'll go from there. So all I do is I hit Control S, it saves, I exit. Canvas, 1599. And now I like to double check and make sure that we did in fact get all the photos, and see, we missed number 2 here. That sometimes happens. That's all right. Only takes a second to open it up and make sure we get it. If you hear the kids in the background, my apologies. I'm thinking the music overlay here should make it to where you don't hear them, but it is the middle of summer right now. They're out there having fun while it's still light, running around acting like absolute animals. Gotta love kids, right? I mean, you don't have to love mine. I do. I'm forced to. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and upload the photos now to Poshmark. Click upload. Make sure you're in the right file folder. Ours is Betsyville. Dress barn. Boom. So, from there, hit apply and you're done. Now see how smoothly everything pulls in? I think it looks great this way. There is another way other people do it. You can see that here in a second, but let's finish this up and I can show you why I do it my way versus the other way I see it done. I copy the title over. We try and use every character available on eBay, which is 80, but Poshmark does not allow. They allow, I don't know, like 60 maybe. So dress barn, I get rid of the gender, always. One button, maroon, open face, cardigan. 2X. That'll work for me. And category, women's sweaters, cardigans. Select size will be plus size. 2X. Brand is Dress Barn. Color was like a maroon, I believe. Maroon. Maroon's not in there, so I hit done. Pricing. Now you always price higher on Poshmark than you do on eBay. So what I do is I do 20% higher. We're on eBay at 15, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to 18 on Poshmark. The reason for this is when I make my offers on Poshmark, I like to do like 30 or 40% off. And that way I'm still within my allowable range of what I originally set my price at on eBay, and I'll still make enough profit, but it gives a greater impact that, oh, I'm getting 40% off. Fantastic. And that should be that. Now, yeah, if you don't have Pinterest, it's super easy. Make an account. Always pin everything you list on Poshmark. It's something I came across recently that other people suggested, and it's just, I mean, you don't even have to do anything. All you got to do is create the account, sync them up, and then hit list this item.
Dad, can you pay attention?
Now let me show you the difference, the way I do it and the way I've seen it done. The way I've seen it done is by using the Snipping Tool, which is right here. It'll pull up, you hit new. Then you start at this corner and go down to this corner, right? And then same effect. I mean, here, I'll do it a little where it looks a little bit neater. That way I'm not being prejudiced against it based on the fact that I rushed it. There we go. That looks really nice, right? I think it does. So we'll compare the two now, just where you can see why I do it the way I do it. Well, if I pull this up, we'll pull them both up in Paint 3D. And you'll see the reason. And it all boils down to your picture quality. You know what, so this is the one where I saved the picture and I adjusted the canvas size. Let's go into 100% right now. That is 100% where it's still, the picture is crisp and clear. That's what 100% of the picture looks like. We go into the next one at 100%. See the size difference? So if I were to blow this up to the same size, that's probably right about there if I had to guess. Pretty close. Let's drop that down just where we can compare the two. See how much clearer this one is? Look at the button here versus the button here. It's just, I don't honestly know if there's a zoom feature on Poshmark. I don't use it for buying or viewing many other items, so I couldn't give you that information. But I do know that for the simple fact of picture clarity and, you know, just the overall aesthetic of how your item's going to look, I do it the way I showed you guys how to do it. You can clearly see how much nicer the picture comes out. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and watching this, and we'll catch you next time. Don't forget to hit subscribe and smash that like button. Click on the notification bell where you can be notified when we have new videos coming out. We are Hex Treasures on Instagram, Facebook, eBay, and of course here on YouTube. Take a second and check out some of these other videos we have. We have great tutorial videos for anybody wanting to sell on eBay, as well as some random live working hangouts and things of that nature. Hope to see you guys in our chat when we're live.